Nobody seems to like the experience of either buying or selling a car, and there's some fairly good reasons for that. Here are my reasons for not liking buying cars. I'm always on the lookout for more cars to buy for projects and the like, but what I keep coming across all the time is a lack of price. I cannot understand why anyone would advertise a car and not bother to put the price on. Well, actually I can, because the thing is, when you've got any of these ads that say PM for price or put some stupid number on that's either way too high or way too low, what they're actually doing is hiding what they want for it. So they want you to private message them, and then they can figure out how much you will pay for it. Not very nice. Ads that say in them, no time wasters. I mean, who is a time waster? Who would actually admit to being a time waster? I think what we actually really mean here is people that ask too many questions or want to come along, and if they're disappointed they want to walk away from it. But you've every right to do that, haven't you? Why would you buy a car that isn't as described? Misspelt names. I don't mean the name of the actual seller, but the name of the car, what type of car it is. And the reason I find this one so amusing is because it's there! It's there! Look, it's there! Just look at it! If you can't even be bothered to look on the back of the car to find out how to spell the car's name, then I don't think you're going to be that bothered about looking after the thing either, are you? Petrol station pictures. Oh yes, I mean, they're so lazy. They just make you think that this person has just picked this car up and put it up for sale straight away. So that also suggests that they don't know the car, they don't know what's wrong with it, and they've got it cheap, and they're very lazy because they can't be bothered to take any proper pictures. In fact, really, any of those pictures that are just really grainy and dreadful were pictures of the inside of the car taken from outside of the car with the windows closed. You can't even be bothered to open the door. That is rather special. Or another one I quite like is where they're taking a picture of it covered in snow foam, like it's just been covered in the world's most massive bird shit. Message for details. Rather than putting the information in the ad, which makes sense, some sellers just write message for details. How can that really be a good way of doing it? I mean, really, if you got to write it all out anyway, why not just put it in the ad in the first place? We'll fly through next MOT. Very suspicious indeed. But why? Well, if you're sure it's going to fly through its MOT, why not just put it through its MOT? Unless you're completely skint, of course, which some people are. But most people aren't. And it's just another way of trying to build some unnecessary and undeserved confidence in your buyer. Also often it seems that somebody's selling the car because they know something's wrong with it and they don't have to deal with the problem because it's going to be expensive. So just wash your hands with it, and pass it on to somebody else. That's fine if you declare all the details of this. Cars do have problems, but as I found on many occasions, you turn up to view this car, have a look at the oil and it's full of gunk, have a look at the coolant and it's full of oil, or the thing doesn't start, or it's rusty underneath, or all manner of problems that just simply wasn't described in the first place. Very naughty indeed. That's why I don't like buying cars, but I still do it, don't I?